When I was a child in England, I could see California shimmering on the horizon, place of my birth. We were going to go back someday. My bags were always packed. Normally, I'd have been born in Manchester, but my parents lost their first child, a boy, and in their grief, they went to America. And I got to be born in Hollywood. They took everything with them, even the baby grand, but they didn't stay. Business was too tough for Daddy in America. Mummy got nostalgic for green English lawns. One step off the boat, one look round the dreary port side of Liverpool, and she knew she'd made a mistake. The long northern winter was waiting for her, and the Jewish community of Manchester that had so let her down in her time of need. Her grief was there too, grown stronger in her absence. Thus began the grand myth of California, where it was always sunny and where she'd been happy. I never knew I'd had a brother. Daddy wouldn't let anyone tell me. I was supposed to be like Siddhartha, segregated from reality. Well, they did tell me about the Holocaust. They had a book with photos of naked people lined up outside some grim-looking building, the women with the soft, white bodies of the past. I took that book and I threw it to the floor. But of my brother, the dead one who haunted our lives, whose ghostly presence hovered round my safe cradle, not a word. I was 18 before I found out from some cousin in LA. A brother? And I never knew? My parents kept a secret from me my whole life? Me, Suki, the center of attention? I didn't say anything, but as if the news had traveled through the collective unconscious. My mother told me that summer when I went home. We were in the kitchen at Lancaster Gate, that gloomy room, having one of our fights. And the way you walk around without wearing a bra, and your hair, it looks like a haystack. I'm embarrassed to be seen with you. You always look miserable. You never listen to a word we say. If you don't want to come and see us, you don't have to. You can stay over there in California. You don't know. You don't understand. I had a child before you, a boy. He was born perfect and they killed him in the hospital. My baby boy. He would have loved me. My baby boy. I'd never seen my mother so passionate. I just stood there and watched all that love leaching away. Not so long ago, Daddy asked me what I was doing living in America. But it was your idea. He didn't remember. All the times he'd come in and say goodnight and talk about my future, how in America the bread and the women have no flavor. So I would seem all the more special, and everyone would fall in love with me. And I'd go to college and become a lawyer, marry some fine, intelligent man. Nice prospect, is it, Suki? If ever I had a problem, it didn't matter. I was leaving. If I didn't get along with people, that was the English. I'd be fine in America. Whenever we went abroad, I stood with the foreigners, clutching my precious American passport, while my parents stood with the British subjects. Subjects, not citizens. I'd wave at them. But in those moments, they didn't exist. We live outside Manchester, in a house with a big garden. I pull my milk cart round the path, delivering my bottles of milk. Sometimes Mummy accepts one. Sometimes she isn't in the mood. Daddy bounces in the door after work. Soaky! He lights up one of his Havana cigars, and the house fills with the aroma of well-being. I'm out on that green English lawn doing somersaults while Daddy takes a movie. Is it enough somersaults, Daddy, or do you want some more? Do you want some more? Do you want some more somersaults, Daddy? I'd do any amount. I'm Suki, the child star, always being told who I am, how I'm brilliant, Daddy, the government, or fatally flawed, Mummy in the opposition party.